Today's video is a very good video. So yeah, guys, I wasn't able to upload anything yesterday, but I did a live stream yesterday as we guys watched it. So yeah, guys, I'm actually kind of a little bit tired because I was out all day. I had like friends pick me up, like they picked me to go out to, everything else. But whatever. We're not worried about that. We're worried about the weather. So yeah, guys, I know if you guys are hearing me that I'm speaking a little sluggish. I can't do anything anymore because I'm just too like I'm just too tired. So hey guys, let's get started with today's video. So as you can see, we're gonna look at the weather models as we speak. So we're gonna put this on high speed. We're gonna put this down. Now you guys are asking what is going on today. Now we have storms for the upper Midwest. As you can see, we're gonna look at this one. There is an enhanced risk of severe weather or severe thunderstorms across the parts of the southern Minnesota into the central and southern Wisconsin and northern Iowa. The summary is that there will be a significant damaging winds and large to very large hail accompany these storms. This is what's going to happen in the upper Midwest. That's right here what's going on. As you can see, there's the enhanced risk. Now, guys, as I said, this is what I'm concerned about. The enhanced to the moderate and to the high risk. Just look at this. Look at how it's going. There's the enhanced risk. See how everything is going to be in trouble down there? Everything in the enhanced risk, that's what's going to happen. Now you guys are wondering what's going to happen. There's going to be tornadoes. Well, let's see what's going to happen. So we're going to click on the tornado. As you can see, we have a 5% chance for the tornadoes. And as you can see, we have for Minneapolis, St. Paul, Madison, Rochester, and Bloomington. Those are the areas that are expected with this 5% chance of storms. For the 2% chances for Milwaukee, Rockford, Green Bay, Kenosha, and Duluth. Those are the areas that are expected with the 2% chance. For the wind threat, now for our main threats are actually the wind and the hail because they're in significance. So for the areas there for the significant is actually for Minneapolis, St. Paul, Madison, Rochester, and Bloomington. Those are the areas that are expected on the big severe weather, including with the 30% chance. Those are the areas for the 30% chance with the big severe weather event. Now for the 15% chances for Milwaukee, Rockford, Sioux Falls, Cedar Rapids, Green Bay, and for the 5% chance is actually for Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Omaha. Those are the areas you're expected with the 5% chance in the area. Now, this could happen by tomorrow. So, for the hail threat, it's actually a significant, and that will be for Minneapolis, St. Paul, Rochester, Bloomington, Plymouth, Milwaukee for 15% chance for Milwaukee, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Madison, Sioux Falls, and even for the 5% chances for Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and even for Omaha. Those are the areas expected for the hail threat. Now for day three. Day three is a marginal risk, and for the probability is a 5% chance for the areas is stretching into from the northeast into the Ohio Valley. There is a marginal risk for that area, so you can see on my cursor, you can see how it's going on. It's actually going to happen in the mid-Missouri, so it's going to stretch from the mid-Missouri into the northeastern side. That's what's going to happen for that area. Now, for the 4 to 8, that's going to be nothing but just a probability of too low for an actual probability to happen. Now, since we're talking about this one, let's talk about something else than just a natural thunderstorm for this side. So, for the thunderstorms, let's take it to a newer level and the let's talk about the satellites. Now, what satellites are we talking about? We're talking about the tropics. So we're going to take a look at the Invest 92W. As you can see, we can see how the satellites are showing how it's going on. As you can see, it's buffering, as we all know. So as you can see, look at all the satellites. As you can see, there's all this white blobbish colors. That actually means that it's heavy, it's disorganized, and everything else. Now you're asking me, what are the blobbish? Those are actually that's all the disorganized rains and thunderstorms with this tropical event going on. As you can see, we're going to go to the National Hurricane Center. Now, before we go to the National Hurricane Center, I want to make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we are taking a look how it's going on. So before we go in, now I'm gonna ask you something. If if you're asking me, will there be actually a hurricane? Now, there is a possible explanation. No, that is not going to be possibly true because it's not. We don't know yet. We're trying to look if there will be an actual hurricane. We don't know if it's going to actually be a hurricane or there will be an actual hurricane for that area. Now, you're asking me, will there be an actual hurricane? We don't know yet. We just want to make sure because some of you guys, you've seen those videos, they're just going to say it's going to happen. There's going to be more tropics. Now, that will be possibly true, but not too true. So let's see what the actual National Hurricane Center is issuing. As you can see, for the Atlantic, you can see how. Sorry, you can see how the Atlantic there is no tropical cyclones expected during the next 5 days. As you can see, there's nothing in the distance because, wow, like everything's all there. Now, for the Eastern Pacific, you can see there isn't no, well, this is what you're trying to expect. Looking on the Eastern Pacific, this is what I think these are the invests. Invest something, I can't remember the name of it. Invest 90, yeah, 92W, that's where it's expecting. You can see it's for the disturbance, it's actually a 10% chance into the cyclone formation in 5 days. Offshore southwestern Mexico, the surface continues to producing a disorganized showers and thunderstorms several hundred miles south of the coast of southwestern Mexico. Development of in any of this system is expected to be slow to occur as the through moves slowly westward or the west northwestward through early next week. So that's the areas for the formations. 48 hours, and for the chance, it's actually a 10% chance, which is low. For through the 5 days, it will be a low to 10% chance. Now for this one, the second disturbance, there's a second disturbance, and it's a 40% chance. And this is from the offshore of the Central America and southern Mexico. In area of the low pressure is forecast to form late this weekend. A few hundred miles south of the extreme southeastern Mexico, gradual development is possible thereafter, and the tropical depression could form by middle next week while the system moves generally westward of out to 10 to 15 miles per hour. The formation chance is actually 48 hours. Slow, 0% chance. There won't be no formation as we speak. For the formation chance, it'll be through 5 days. Medium is a 40% chance. We don't, because yeah, it says disturbance too, 40% chance of formation in 5 days. So yes, that's what's gonna happen in the Eastern Pacific for the Central Pacific. Sorry guys, I'm just too tired today. I can't really talk much. So yeah, for the Central Pacific, you can see how there's nothing else in the way. You can see there's nothing in my cursor to see. Now for the actual, we want to look at the satellite imageries. So we're going to look at this one. For this one, we're going to take a look at the satellite imagery, which unfortunately I can't. Now for these ones, now do not organize. Okay, guys. So we can't really look on the satellite imagery. Or actually, I think I can. Let me see. Okay, I can look at these. So we're gonna do it in the Eastern Pacific. We're gonna do this in IR, because I actually have to use it for the IR. 'Cause, why not? And we landed in the wrong one. Actually, no, it's the right one. So as you can see, this is the Eastern Pacific. I think this side. Let's see if I can try to go to the different one because Pacific. I think it was like I can't remember that really much. So you can see this is what this looks like. You can see how all the red stuff there, that's actually all the storms forming on this side. That's what's happening from today, tomorrow, and probably in the next 5 days. So we're gonna take a look at a different one called the let's see. Let's do the flash density because the geocolor and the flash density, if you use this is actually this is actually more accurate because look at this. See, all the greens and reds, there actually shows the lightning streaks. This is what actually shows. As you can see, look at this. That looks possibly, we don't know. We could make sure if this actually could form into a thunderstorm. Now these are actually flashes per minute, as you can see. You can see there is no lightning in the distance, but we can see a few lightnings down here in the south or the eastern side, Eastern Pacific, all those areas. So yes, those are the areas they're expected with the storm. We don't know. We don't know if this could happen. in approximately a couple of few days. Now, some of the YouTubers say that cyclones are going to happen in the September. We don't know yet, but if I find information from the National Hurricane Center or anything else that is sourced to it, we will make sure you have an update for the couple of next days as we speak. So as you can see, everything is it seems to be like there is nothing in the distance. Only to see down here, it could be a possibly a disturbance. We don't know, but yes, that's what's gonna happen today and everything else. So yeah. So without starting, we're gonna take a look at a different model as the called weathermodels.com, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Now, before we get anything further into the weather models, I need to show you what actually will happen for the United States. As again, we want to make sure what if this thing, if let's see, let me see, if we get some tornadoes for the. Okay, I'm getting messed up right now. I just don't feel good today, but I'm fine. So if we go any forward with the weathermodels.com, we want to make sure what's actually going to happen in this side, this area. That's what you want to make sure. So we're gonna go to the. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna do this in H triple R as we speak, because H triple R is actually the highly refreshed model. As you can see, we're gonna do this in. Let's see. Aerodynamics. So yeah, it's gonna take me a long time to actually make sure what the pressure is all about. Surface. Now we're gonna have to take a look at a different one because yeah, it's not really much of the H triple R, but we're gonna take a look at the NAM as we speak. So yeah, I'm gonna take a look at this animation. So yeah, guys, I know it's gonna take me a long time to get there, but we want to make sure we're all safe right now. So we're gonna do this in regional United States. So we're gonna do this in the upper Midwest as we speak. So right here, this is what the temperatures are today. Your current temp. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm just too tired today. So for current temperatures, these are the areas they're expected. These are all the current temperatures that you're having, but that's just from the beginning. But this is what's gonna happen for the dew points. Sorry, guys. Just too tired today, so we're gonna do this on dew points just to make sure we're safe. So yeah, now if you want to have an actual tornado to form, you need something. You need tomato to whatever. You need tomato juice. Tomato, tornado. They're the same names. Not really. I was just making that up. Alright, guys. So yeah, if this thing needs it, it needs tomato. It needs tomato tornado stuff. It needs its nutrients to activate its own powers. But yeah, so yeah, let's stop messing around. As you can see, this is what actually the tornadoes will actually happen for the approximately in the next days. So for Saturday, as we speak, we're gonna make sure we trace it out. See how all the dew points are going on. If the dew points are higher, this is what's gonna happen. We go forward into today, as you can see. Look, see how all the dew points are rising from 60 to the 70s into the I think it's the 80s or actually, yeah, more darker than you expected. So it could reach probably into the 70s, for the dew points. If the dew points are higher, that means that there will be more tornadoes. We don't know if there will be more tornadoes. That will be the number one case of scenarios you would ever expect. Now we're gonna take a look at the models again. This time for the let's see if I can try to verify it. See if I can try to make sure we're here. We're gonna go into, let's see, tropics. Now, guys, I know it's gonna take me a little bit to actually not ask, I mean, give me just 1 minute. Eastern Pacific, yes, this is where I'm going. We're gonna do this into, now, guys, it's gonna take me a long time, but yes, we don't know yet if we're gonna have any storms, precipitation, anything else. I'm gonna do this on precipitation type. I know it's only for winter times, but sometimes we want to make sure what's actually behind all this. So you can see this is what all the storms are going to happen. So yeah, in a couple of few days, see, we go forward. See this? This is what the disturbance that we're asking. In a couple of 5 days, this is what the disturbance happens. This is the, I think this is actually the first disturbance. If you go forward, see how it's going, but not only that, but stop right there. See this? There's another one. That's actually the second disturbance. Just like in accord to the plans of this side. This is what's going to happen. And we're going to go back into the National Hurricane Center as we speak. We're going to go back because we want to show you guys the map again of what happened. As you can see, we're gonna go back all the way to the Eastern Pacific as we speak. This is what is actually gonna happen. So we're gonna view the models again. As you can see, that's the first one. That's the first one that's gonna happen. Now that is actually gonna happen. We're gonna go all the way back. Now this thing will form like around Monday. At Monday, that's where the formation starts. So you can see, look down here. See how this starts forming? As you go forward into today, look, there's the formation and all the way to Wednesday. But the second formation happens. There's another one into Wednesday, to Thursday, into Saturday. As you go forward, it will keep going forward until the first one will die out, then the second one will actually die out too. As you go forward, you can see how this thing still keep on going until it dies out too. So that's actually gonna happen. Let's see, that's gonna be for the next Sunday. Next Sunday there will be, this thing will die soon at the next Sunday. So that's not really going to be a huge problem for the Hawaiian area or anything else. So as we speak, there won't be nothing for Hawaii. So let's get started with actually the models for the United States as we speak. As you can see, we're going to make sure what's actually going to happen. So we're going to take a peek at the upper Midwest as we speak. We're going to do this in the north central of the U.S. because that's where you want to know what's going to happen. I'm going to go back here. We're going to make sure what we are looking at. As you can see, we're going to stop right here. So, as you said, we're going to have some storms for this area in the upper Midwest as you speak. So, if we go forward into today, you can see how we stop right here. See, these storms are actually going to form in the North Dakota, into the Minnesota, into Wisconsin. That will happen at around 1 a.m. in the morning on July 23rd. That's what will happen on Saturday. As you go forward to today, there is a few thunderstorms for the Illinois into this area. So you can see there's a few pockets of rain, not few, more. See how everything else, that's all the rain is going to happen for Illinois too, into Indiana. As you go forward into today, you can see. So yeah, don't forget guys that there's the timer, the date, and the time always above here as we speak. So you go forward into today, you can see if we stop right here, and Minnesota, if you go backwards, we're going to go backwards to refresh the system. You can see a storm happens, then look, after the first storm disappears, a second one appears. You go forward into today, into a few hours at 9 a.m., this one appears. You can see all that red into purple colors. That is where the rain starts. You go forward to today, as you can see, you go forward and look at this. This will reach into Minnesota at around 1 p.m. Central, Eastern. I don't know what actually time it is. Yes, because I don't even know what time it would be. That'll be at like around 1 p.m. Central. I don't know. Anywhere else in the area. If you go forward to today, look at this. Then after that thing disappears, there will be more than just that, as the enhanced risk issued for this area for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and even for Iowa. Because look, more storms are down here too. Now, if we want to make sure what's down here, we're gonna make some audio, some requesting sounds. So we're gonna download the image. As you can see down here, we'll show you guys what's happening. See how everything else going on. All these areas actually knows that. Look at this. See how the dew points, the green dew points, they're actually rising right here. See how all the dew points are actually rising right here. This is what actually is expecting. The dew points are rising down here. Now, if you guys want to make more sure to make sure what's going on, we're gonna do this here. We're gonna mark at this area as we speak. So we're gonna mark this one to make sure we're all safe. As you can see in this area, look at all this thing. This is what is actually rising. As you can see, it's like around I'm not really much at this, but I think it's like around 100 and 200 and something right here. That's what's going to happen for the dew points as we speak again. You go forward, so as we go forward into 1 to 4, around at around 7 p.m. in the afternoon. Look at this. This is the huge squall line you're actually expecting. So I'm expecting there will be some thunderstorms and tornadoes down here, and I'm thinking that there could be some, we don't know. Maybe there could be a bow echo or hook echo as we speak. So go forward into today. Look at this. This will all go until Sunday, reaching from Illinois into Illinois into Indiana. As we go forward into today, look at around Sunday at 3 a.m. in the morning. All this stuff goes away, but there's another storm at 3 a.m. in the morning. So I'm probably not going to be up all night because I have to actually go to sleep because everything else is going to be different for tomorrow. You go forward and you see there's more storms. It reaches into Michigan. As you go forward, the storms will disappear all the way all around at 10 a.m. in the morning, and then as later goes by, the storm disappears, and all the way to Sunday, you'll have a peaceful day, and no storms will be any worse. So yeah, guys, I'm actually tired, guys. So as you can see, this is what's gonna happen. I may go live tomorrow as we speak. So I could go live because, as I said again, the enhanced risk, moderate, and even to the high risk are my number one priority to deal with. So this will end today's video because man, I'm so tired today. And look at the time right now. It's 8:51 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time because I live here in the Virginia area. That's where I live here. So yeah, I live in Richmond as I said. This is where I live. So yeah, guys, I'm very tired today. I'm gonna have to go to sleep because I'm tired and I have to do a lot of editing and I'm gonna be so tired. I'm probably not gonna make the thumbnail because yeah, I can't really do any much. So hey guys, I'm gonna end this video. So guys, make sure you subscribe. We're like 17 subscribers. Let's have a goal of reaching 15 subscribers so we can make the short video as we said, the short channel as we said. So guys, let's reach to 50 subscribers and then I'll be good. So guys, we'll end today's video. So guys, have a nice day and please make sure you're all safe in the upper Midwest as we say. So sorry guys, we're gonna end today's video and hope you guys have a nice day.